Here's what most people get wrong. They think email marketing means sending emails whenever they feel like it, blasting buy now messages whenever they need cash with no strategy or planning behind it. It's literally just a hope and a prayer approach. That's not marketing, that's begging. And your subscribers can smell the desperation from a mile away. Let's start with the truth bomb. Organization isn't just nice to have in email marketing, it's everything. The difference between businesses making six figures and those making $6 is often coming down to one thing: strategic calendar planning. Let's walk through how to structure a calendar that actually works. It starts with the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is developed to help you understand what kind of content and when to send it. 80% of your calendar should be value-driven content. That's education, entertainment, relationship building. 20% should be direct sales content. This isn't just a random ratio that I made up. It's what keeps people subscribed and buying. Not every email can be a buy now message. People don't care about that. They won't want to open their emails, and eventually they're going to unsubscribe. So let's break down the 5 major content pillars and talk about what each of those means. Number 1, educational content. This is so important. These position your brand as an expert, and they provide value to the customer that keeps them engaged and on the list. These are tips, tutorials, insights. They can be recipes. They can be any sort of content that informs and brings value to the subscriber. This should be a majority of the emails that you're sending out. This keeps people engaged and it makes people feel like they know your brand and that your brand is adding value to them even when they're not looking to purchase a product. This is so important for when they are looking to purchase. You're right there at the top of their mind. They know you, they feel comfortable with you, and they trust you because you've been providing that value to their inbox for months. The second pillar is seasonal timing. This means planning ahead. When you're looking at your schedule, think about what's coming up. Think about how you can tie in world events, seasonal events into the campaigns that you're sending out. This might feel like planning something months in advance will feel out of touch, but it does the exact opposite. It's relevance that you're bringing. It makes it feel like you're right there with them. If you're planning ahead and thinking, what kind of information can I give someone January 1st? Most people are thinking about new year, new me. Tie that into what you're providing. Tie it into your product. Tie it into who you are as a brand. People will receive that and think that you're in line with their priorities. It clicks with them. It makes them feel heard. It makes them feel unified with your brand. It is so, so important. And it's honestly super simple. It just takes a little bit of planning. Another type of content is pre-sale content. Before sale, you're not trying to sell. That leads to customer service issues and often frustration from your customers. Before sale, you're trying to make them remember why they're on your email list. Make them think about the benefits that your product brings and what they like about your brand in the first place. You're not trying to push sales heavy at this point. You're trying to just engage with them and make them see the benefits of your product, make them think about buying, and so that they're warmed up right when you're ready to sell. I like to think of it as email foreplay. You're getting people ready to go. And once you send that sale campaign, they're ready to buy. Another type of content that you should keep in mind is re-engagement content. Don't let subscribers get too cold. There's naturally going to be people that aren't as engaged. They don't check their email as often. They have thousands of other email addresses. We all have that friend who opens up their email and they've got literally thousands of unread messages. You still want to reach those people, but they're not going to appear as engaged. So what you're going to want to do is just be choosy about when you reach out. And when you do, you're going to want to hit them up with specific messaging to them. This is the friend tapping on them on the shoulder, being like, hey man, it's been a while. Like, we miss you, come back. You want to still engage with them, especially when you're leading up to major sales like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But you don't want to just bombard them with all of the content, because when that friend does go to clean out their inbox, they're going to be mass unsubscribed. You don't want to be one of those victims of the mass unsubscribe. You want to hit them up every once in a while, a nudge on the shoulder. I'm still here, and when I am, I'm recognizing you and providing you value. And number 5 is post-sale relationship building. A lot of brands will just ghost their customers after a sale. While it's good to give people a break if you've been sending a lot, you don't want to just say, we got your money, you're worthless to us now. And so giving them some sort of value or some fun is like really important at this point. You don't really need to be plugging your product. You don't really need to be adding so much education at this point. This can be a time for just really almost seemingly pointless outside of this is fun, this is funny. It can even be a joke. People like that. It makes them feel better about their purchase and more connected to your brand. Now, you can't manage what you can't see, and that's where having some sort of calendar really, really helps. There's no shortage of tools online that you can utilize. Things like ClickUp can be really helpful because you can add a lot of information and you can separate them with send dates and due dates and all of this kind of stuff. But if you're a little old school, Google Sheets works. What's important to remember is the tool doesn't matter, the system does. As long as you have a system that's keeping you on track and is enabling you to plan ahead and get that content created and sent on time and on schedule with routine, that is what's important. Consistency and organization. All right, guys, look, I just gave you a framework, but the reality is most people are just going to watch this video, nod along, and then go back to sending random emails whenever they remember to. For your own sake, don't be most people. If you're serious about stopping the revenue bleed in your business, it's time to start thinking strategically about your email and SMS content calendars. Put a little time aside, think ahead, write it down, build off of that structure. You will see a complete turnaround, I promise you. So if you implement what I shared today, please hit us up in the comments. Let us know the difference. I can't wait to hear some success stories and stop leaving money on the table. So why don't you hit that subscribe button? We're going to be sharing all kinds of helpful content. Keep following along, keep learning, and I'm excited to see your business grow.